Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another video. 1 second. The bullet out here. Damn, look how beautiful this is. This is more beautiful than a motherfucker, man. Anyways, let me kick back, relax here. Alright, so we installed the coilovers. If you guys watched that video, if you didn't watch it, click up here somewhere. So yeah, in this episode we're gonna, mess with the ride height. And then my neighbor actually had some 20mm spacers that were just laying around, and he told me if I wanted to try them, if I like them, and I can buy it from him. That's what we're gonna do. Lower the car and put on the spacers. Alright, well anyways, let's get to it. If you haven't seen, this is the Fitment right now. Back is okay. This, you could fit a big bitch in between that. So yeah, we're gonna dial those. Here are the spacers. So pretty chunky, and I think they're gonna get my wheels to stick out where I kind of want them to. So hopefully that looks pretty cool. Yeah, it still definitely needs to come down a good bit. Alright, that looked like poop. So, we're gonna do it again. I think I'm gonna max it out. And if I absolutely need to go lower, I'll throw in these bottom mounts. Yeah, because regardless, I'm not trying to run any rake. And I don't mind being a little bit higher, like I've told you guys in previous videos, just so I don't have to like clench my butt cheeks every time I go over like a train track or something, thinking that I know everything in BMW is tucked up high, but it still worries me about this oil pan regardless what anyone tells me. So yeah. All right, so change of plans. It's kind of like a finger depth after it like kind of settled. Took a little second. So we're gonna throw on the spacers and see what that looks like with the spacers, and then yeah, then we'll go from there. Looking pretty sick to me. We can see the entire wheel right here, and obviously it's got a little bit of camber. Oh, I'm fucking hyped. I'm kind of happy, and this isn't even on the ground yet. I'm gonna try to not bacon the fuck out of these fenders. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this down real slow. Damn. So honestly, isn't even still the best fitment. Okay, so we're making progress, but it's not perfect. Like, you can see. That looks okay. Obviously, like Fitment, it's about 2 fingers, 1.5 maybe. I think I'm gonna go down a little bit lower. It's not too bad compared to like this. That wheel is sunk in. Obviously, we haven't even touched this, and like a whole fist can go into here. So we're definitely gonna go way lower on this side. I don't know, I thought that the 25mm or the 20 would have poked it out a little bit more. I mean, it looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go down a tiny bit lower, and then we're gonna see, because I can tell right now it's got rake. But we're hoping that the rear settles a bit, and if not, we're just gonna get 4 or 5 inch springs. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this, do the passenger side, and then we'll see if the rear settles. Maybe the front will settle a little bit more, like after the springs break in or whatever. And then we're gonna go get an alignment. And then after the alignment, I'm gonna go get tires, and we're gonna go drift. Today we're gonna go get an alignment. It is finally freezing cold in Georgia. It's just like the first day that it's been like really cold. Yeah, so I'm gonna let the car like kind of warm up, And then also, I'm gonna show you guys the tires I'm gonna be running. I ended up actually only getting one tire because in the last drift event, I had a really bad alignment. As you can see here, only wore off like half of that side. And this tire actually didn't wear off at all. And that was me being like a noob. I should have really just like kept swapping them from sides, you know, done a couple laps, but I kept just like hot lapping them like non-stop. So but I think that alignment is really key and really important in like drifting, especially with tire wear. The one out of the 3 events, I only ever did an alignment one time before one of them, and it was like the one that I drove the best. So yeah, and then I'll show you guys the specs of what I, you know, run. I usually don't like know exactly what it is. The guys kind of recommend everything, but I'm also excited to see the amount of camber I'm gonna be able to get out of that little like spacers that we put in there. And then the rear, I usually always just run 0 camber in the rear, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna ask them to mount those tires, and then we'll be set. We'll just do a little oil change, and then we'll be good for Friday. Hi guys, I just made it to the shop. The shop's called Fast Lane. The one I went to before was like super far from my house, and this one is like 10 minutes. Literally same street that I take to work every day. So it's nice that I found this, or somebody actually put me on. So yeah, it's nice. I don't have to drive like the hour and 10 minutes anymore. So let's hope they do a good job. I feel like they are. I've seen a lot of people actually come here, and I just never knew it was this close. But I got the cutest dog in here. Come here. Come here. Look at him. Come here. Just got the car back. They don't mount tires here, so I'm gonna go to this place right by my house. All right, so the place that's super close to my house was charging like $20 to mount this tire, unbalanced. It might be a good deal, but I was trying to get it for 10, so I'm gonna go try to see how much the place that put on the tires on the Style 66s will charge, because I could have swore they charged 20 to balance them too. So we gotta load up at the truck right before class. I'm gonna take it to this other place, and if they charge 20, I'll just pay 20 there. But yeah, so the car's definitely driving a whole lot better now. Yeah, but I'm gonna show you the spec sheet. All right, so here's a charge. $199. Did I get taxed or not? Maybe. Custom alignment, so just so you know, it's not like a factory alignment. The rear toe before was positive on one side, and then 0.16. Well, that's the front. And then the rear was like 7. Wait, what? Hang on, let me try to read this. It's kind of hard to read while I'm looking through the camera. So before, my camber was 4.7. Or negative 4.7, now it's negative 4.5. The toe before on one side was negative 0.35, and then negative 0.14 on the other side. So it was like, I believe it's like that. And I could see that honestly in the car. It looked weird, like one side wanted to go left, one side wanted to go right. But now we're at 0.05 and then 0.06, which is gonna give a little bit more of that direction. That's what they were saying. And I've heard that more than once, so I believe it. Rear, yeah, as close to 0 as we can. Toe is 0.03 and 0.04 in the rear. We want to get it as close to 0.05 as we could. So yeah, that's the specs. That's the alignment that I got. Hopefully the car drives good on Friday. Place right here. 41. It's on 41. On 41, that's like Barrett Parkway. If you don't live here, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But they just charge 15. That's $5 cheaper, and I can leave the tire here, the old one. So that's cool, because they're like stocking up in my garage, and I don't know what to do with old tires. So is 5W30, but I run 5W40. Alright guys, so I got it full. I usually run it like to the second tick mark, just cause it helps with you know, making sure your engine doesn't get starved of oil when you're on track, you know, swaying right to left or whatever. So yeah, that's usually why I do that. I feel like shit, so I look like shit. Yeah, so I just changed the oil. Obviously you want to drive your car and then keep checking your dipstick to make sure that, because it's gonna, you know, move around in your engine and your level is gonna go down. So you want to keep like topping it off and looking at it. That kind of is like a long process, so I'm not gonna show it. But now we got the car oil changed, fresh oil filter, alignment. My spares got tires, so all there's left to do is for you guys to subscribe and watch next week's video and turn on that post notification so you know exactly when I post it. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on the track. So if you enjoy this one, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and yeah, don't miss out on the next video. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna have the GoPro on the helmet. It's gonna be gas. So yeah, wish me luck and catch me next week. Deuces.